Alright, chat. YouTube, it's Tech time. This time for a little bit of blue-white control pile splashing fatal push. We got 4 copies of orange chant for putting under the scepter. We got 4 fatal pushes for early removal cells. Same with this 4 copies of prismatic ending. We just have a very, very light black splash in the mana base with the 2 water graves and then Undercity Sewers, which is actually more than I thought, but we got that little splash there. You got 4 copies of Counterspell, of course, 2 Days Undoing, 4 Narsets, 4 copies of Teferi, so you can play Hearthstone, a couple copies of Force Negation for free counter magic. No subtlety in this list. 2 Supreme Verdict is a sweeper, 4 copies of Solitude, 1 Lorien Revealed that you can cycle or you can just cast in the late game. No Wrath Disguise in the main deck. Sideboard, we got 4, mana base, we got 4 Flooded Strands, 4 Polluted Deltas, a Gaia Reach for the Narset lock, Hall for killing your butt eventually, a couple basic islands, two basic planes, Mystic Gate, which is interesting. The old Cryptic Command days, right? Monumental Henge helps you find your Narset, your Teferi, your Scepter. Undercity Sewers for surveilling, a couple Water Graves for the Black Splash, Lorien and Sync. Sideboard, 4 copies of Consign for Eldrazi, 4 Mystical Disputes for the Riddler decks, a couple more Force Negations for the combo decks, and then 4 Wrath Disguise for Affinity or Energy or anything that's going wide. And then we got Kira as our emotional support companion. Yeah, we need one more green little play button for the quick play. I don't think there's enough quick play going on here. No Ashiok sus. I haven't played Control in a minute. I don't know what's good in Control and what's bad at the moment. Modern's too diverse for you to be good against every deck in the format. I think that's a common problem that's happening right now when trying to pick a competitive deck is that everybody's trying to be good against everything. In reality, you just have to accept that you have bad matchups. Too diverse for you, exactly. Amuletos. Amulet is not good against everything. Amulet gets absolutely shit on by that blue-green deck. I think the Riddler Flux is better. I'd be on 4 Riddler. Meat's playing the same list as you with the Riddlers and the Fluxes. Blink is not good against Gorios. Titan is also not good against Gorios. I already have the Black Source in my hand. I don't think I need another one. Probably just Surveil. Look for Chant. They have Beseiju, though. So I don't think the Scepter Chant's even going to be good in this matchup. Thanks to Beseiju. How's your last deck against Gorios? I think it's probably okay when you board in the Surgical Extraction plus Dothy. But I'm not sure Dothy's even what you want to be doing right now. Although I'm sure Dothy's good against Eldrazi. I think that blue-black Necro deck with a better sideboard is probably pretty competitive at the moment. For what it's worth. Yeah, we really drew nothing here, huh? Titan's good against Gorios. I don't agree. I played a lot of that matchup yesterday, and it felt pretty miserable. Mate, thank you for the raid. Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. I lost like pretty much every game one, and then post board when I had Bajuka Bog, it got a little bit better, but only a little bit. Yeah, I had one bubble. I boarded the second one. Scepter Chant Fatal Push Lock online. That's pretty good. But the problem is, like, I couldn't reliably get an untap thing to stick and go fetch, like, a bobble. By the time the game was in a spot where that could happen, they had enough mana to, like, hardcast anything they wanted to hardcast. We were 4-1. I lost to Infect, which means 1,000 years in the dungeon for me. Yeah, it makes it a 3-2. Gotta deduct a point. Just regular ass Infect. I'm gonna get Aftermath Analyst. And then they have Urza's Cave to go grab Shifting Woodlands. They just play a Titan, I'm gonna die. I really hope they just don't play Titan. Please, don't just play a Titan. Plays a Titan. Why didn't you play Scepter Counterspell? I know they have a Boseiju in their hand. They picked up this Boseiju. One, two, three, four. This is horrible. Just gonna Ode of War the Titan. I should have Solitude it in response to the bounce trigger. I mean, they could have cracked the Urza's Cave and then gotten another bounce land anyways, so it wouldn't have worked. Well, his Fatal Push didn't exist in my deck right now in this matchup. That's true. They could also Mirror Pool and do that. Casting a Titan. Maybe they want to play around Ephemerate. Because that line doesn't do super well into Ephemerate. Now they can grab T-West and transmute T-West, I think. That's probably the best line they can do here. Or they can grab the Mirror Pool and try to go for a copy of Titan. But I feel like picking up the T-West and transmuting is probably better. See what they do. Mirror Pool, Shifting Woodland. Makes sense to me. Oh, they're not even making a copy. Scepter Chant Online. Too bad it's fucking worthless here. Yeah, they have a shit ton of ways getting Boseiju. They have one on the table right now. Bounces Chamber, okay. T-West is also a Boseiju. They wanted it to be. Grabs a Vesuva. These Fatal Pushes, man. Oh, Fatal Push, why? How do you feel about Infect with Tifa? Does Tifa do anything for that deck? Doesn't she double her own power? I guess if you gave her Infect. That was my Solitude end of turn. I don't think I can ever win this game in a million years anyways. Got my deck. Get out of my deck. How many Wrath Disguise do I want? I have no Ashiok. There is no Ashiok in Bossing Say. I don't think I want 4 Rats. I think 4 Rats is too many. 2 maybe? I think I go down to 2 Teferi. I don't really like Teferi against the Amulet that much. Tans are pretty horrible. It should be a good matchup too. But, well... Sprunk. Does Orange Chant kill Titan if they Aftermath combo because they mill their library? It doesn't mill their library. Aftermath Analyst doesn't get its ETB effect. I'm pretty sure I just Narset. Wrath is looking pretty weak. Teferi's looking maybe okay. I could take a second chance. Let's take another chant. Yeah, you don't really mirror pool analyst at all. You can, but most of the time you're just going to Shifting Woodlands copy it. But if you play a second Aftermath Analyst, you pretty much never have to mirror pool Aftermath Analyst. If I want to play Lotus Field and play a Titan, I'm going to Solitude it. They have Escape Shift for the Aftermath Analyst combo. I think I am dead. But they have to leave that T-West in play if they don't already have the Aftermath Analyst rolled up, or if they don't have Green Sun Zenith. They can pick a Bounce Land. Sure. They can make 6 mana and pick up the T-West. Question is, do they have Aftermath Analyst? No, they have a Titan. Current Titan finds them a Lotus Field Echoing Deep so they can make another 6 mana. Okay, they're just hasting it. Well, that's good for me. I think I just get rid of the chant. Oh, hey, another chant. Consign memory counterspell. They didn't have enough mana to go get anything. They still have their T-West in their hand. No, they just didn't have access to the Aftermath Analyst. Urza Saga might be an issue. I need to find a Wrath of the Skies. It's kind of fun too. Just let this happen. See if they want to make a construct or not. Okay, they're gonna make a construct. I want to get my Gaia reach value, but at the same time, I think flashing the Solitude's probably pretty good. But they can't haste this construct as well. My Narsetti. I'll protect you, Narset. That's what I get for protecting Narset. A slap in the face. That's what I get. I think that kind of worked out. Sure. Rumbies. Rumbies is fine. Aftermath Analyst, Primeval Titan, Simic Growth Chamber, Otawara. Pretty good selection. I don't know what they take here. Aftermath Analyst, probably. Maybe they can set up a turn of Aftermath Analyst into Titan. They did take the Titan. Hmm. If they have a Cavern of Souls. Shifting Woodland. It's a lot of lands coming back. So they can Boseiju all of my lands in Otawara, my Narset. I mean, they had this anyways. Never trust a Titan player. Ain't that the truth? Orange Chant response doesn't do anything. They had enough to activate Shifting Woodland and then crack Shifting Woodland for the Aftermath Analyst anyways, so it's pretty pointless, right? And they have 2 Analysts. I think I'm gonna draw 3 and then just hold up Chant. So I gotta pay for Pact. So they're probably gonna end step Aftermath Analyst back 10,000 lands. I think this matchup is supposed to be good for blue-white, but sometimes Titan just does Titan things anyways. Yep. What does chanting in response to the pack do? It doesn't do anything. They had 8 mana. They could Shifting Woodland into Aftermath Analyst and could crack the Aftermath Analyst anyways if we pack or if we chant. It doesn't do anything. Because they already had Delirium. They just copy Aftermath Analyst, sack the Shifting Woodland, do this anyways. Are we supposed to counter the Aftermath Analyst, putting them as 6 mana and not enough for the loop that turn? If we counter the Aftermath Analyst, they also have a Titan in their hand. And then they just cast the Titan, mirror pull the Titan, make enough mana to Shifting Woodland, the Aftermath Analyst, and I actually just die. Fast chat. What's up, Quackers? How you doing? What's up, Neo? They can do that. They can't really do that on Magic Online. If this were paper, they would Besage all my lands and Odawara my Narset. But again, on Magic Online, they kind of can't. But we do lose this in paper, so maybe I should just scoop anyways. For good RC testing. Test my 12 pitch deck for me. Thanks. Needs Washington though, so tomorrow. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, let me read that again. Dingo test my 12 pitch deck for me, thanks. Needs Washington though, so tomorrow. Okay, thanks, bye. What does that mean? Don't read it again. What does this mean? Oh, it's what? Wan Shitong. Wan Shitong got autocorrected into Washington. Urza Saga. I didn't draw a land. Hate to see it. Well, I don't think this consignment is going to do anything, so. Are they playing 2 Shifting Woodlands? Is one of these a Vesuva? No, they're actually just playing 2 Shifting Woodlands. That's kind of wild. I respect it, though. Hush, my child. Consign their pack, be nice. I don't think I will be. They could have also done that loop over and over to get 4 Urza Sagas. If they got 4 Urza Sagas, they just make a bajillion constructs. I guess they can haste infinite constructs. Whenever they go to, like, make their first construct and haste it, or make their first construct and copy it, we can just solitude it. Crack the woodland and get in response and copy it. I don't think they have the mana for that, do they? You fixed it. Or Ice Fang for Pawn Profit, Washington, Brazen Bar, Endurance, and that. I won. Go me. Yay me. I like this a lot, Brick. I think if I were playing Blue-Green Ritual, I'd play something very similar to this. I don't think I want the fairy. That's not tripping a fetch for an Ode of War, huh? You could do that. Ode of War seems fine. Okay. Belcher. You already get got by Orcish Bowmasters. I don't think you respect Orcish Bowmasters if you're playing that deck. I think you hold your Elder Orcish Bowmasters and then you just make your deck better against everything else. Time to jam 2 Bowmasters. They could also just counter the Bowmaster too, so. I think I want that on top. I haven't seen Belcher in forever. I didn't think that was gonna work. Golden Horn Call. Thank you for the tier 1. Scoop. I feel like I should have probably just conceded my Titan opponent. I didn't know they were gonna scoop both games. If they were here, if they were like, "Hey, I win in paper," I'm like, "Yeah, right." I just kind of wanted to see what their strategy was. I should have scooped to them. I feel bad. I don't think I want these fatal pushes. How good is Scepter Chant against them? Do they have outs? My Toxic Chat. They play Titan. It's a good counter argument. That's true though. The good news is you get a Reddit hate thread, which is technically exposure. It's free advertising. Guess we're leaving a Scepter. All right, we're pretty much 0-1 though. We're gonna count that as a loss for us. If we were testing for the RC anyways. Gotta win those play points with the DB account. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. As long as people don't scoop the Titan on Magic Online, Amulet will never be banned. Holy shit, you're right. I gotta start scooping. Didn't I just bottom this Plains? When was the last time Titan actually won something big? The RC. What RC was that? Portland? No, it wasn't Portland. It's the one that Peter won. Someone at Wasi plays Titan. That's actually true, though. I'm pretty sure it's Arya that plays Titan. Kind of thinking about playing Necro now. Somebody help the streamer. The streamer's sick in the head. Do you own soul spikes? I don't. I could acquire them though. It doesn't even get hit by Strix. And it could play Strix. How well positioned is Mill right now? Honestly, isn't it pretty good? Can send soul spikes with Nick. Dude, Nick's the greatest. Before you lock it in, just imagine having soul spike in your hand next to Quantum Briddler. Tell you, the streamer's sick in the head. Streamer's thinking bad thoughts. I'd have to test it against Amulet. I'd have to run it against Amulet, run it against Prowess, and run it against Affinity, I think. Although Affinity's starting to get less popular. But man, that deck can play Mystical Dispute in the sideboard too. That's insane. Thundy T's here. Propaganda's got to be trolling. But I do think Mill's pretty good right now. I think the problem with Propaganda is that Prowess only has to attack with like a single slick shot to kill you. Attack with slick shot. Let's say they have 3 mana and a slick shot. They attack with slick shot, pay the 2, lava dart you, mutagenic, and you're like dead anyways. Because you had to pay 3 life to bolt in your land. Prowess and Affinity. Yeah, Prowess matchup's probably unwinnable. Affinity seems a little rough. Hushbringer. Which one's Hushbringer? Creatures. It's like Doorkeeper Throw, right? But worse. Or different. I wouldn't say worse. Stops the death trigger. Is that relevant? Chillbringer, Hushbringer, Lightbringer. Bringer Tribal. So you have 4 main deck Thrall. Okay, but like what do you want that many Thrall effects against? Titan. Stops Johnny Flip. That is true. Yeah, we won game 1. My opponent just died. Okay. Belcher, ladies and gentlemen, Belcher. Hand's really awkward. I think it's a keeper though. Needs to turn 2 frog. The other problem with that matchup is like, even if you do have the turn 2 frog, freaking Grazer is just so strong against frog because you have to discard 2 to your frog to attack through the Grazer. And then once you attack through the Grazer, you don't even get a card back that turn, so you have to attack again the following turn. I think Grazer might be the best card in Titan. We have to ban Arboreal Grazer. That's true, if you can curve out Frog into Wrath for 1. I am too. I think putting bad cards on the ban list is hilarious. Just the most unassuming, shitty looking cards. Like Deathrite Shaman. Sword of the Meek, holy shit. I forgot Sword of the Meek was banned at one point. Nikado used to be banned, Sword of the Meek used to be banned, Jace used to be banned, Stoneforge Mystic. All cards that should still be banned. The Dingo unbanned Deathrite Shaman agenda is deranged. Come on. That card sucks. Free my boy Deathrite Shaman. I don't know if I was supposed to Teferi or Narset there, but I think Narset shutting off their draw twos is fine. This Narset sucks, ban it. I am normal and I can be trusted with Deathrite Shaman. I am normal and I can be trusted with Deathrite Shaman. Because I want to play with the shitty card. I think Narset's taking one for the team here. She became another Narset. Push. Why don't you have a C right over there? What are your intentions with this Deathrite Shaman? Okay, chill, chat. She. Alright, Narsetti. I need you to find any white card. And I mean any white card. Prismatic Ending, Supreme Verdict, Chance Beautiful. You are a beautiful soul, Narset. Make a construct. And they're going to make another construct and probably get a boots and then try to boots up that construct. They get to push one, solitude the other. I guess they could have Vexing Bubble in their deck. They probably don't have Vexing Bubble, right? I guess if they get a Vexing Bubble, then they're not going to be able to haste the construct token anyways. I'd be very surprised if Affinity played a main deck Vexing Bubble. I can also just play around Bubble by doing absolutely nothing. Holy shit, they have a main deck Vexing Bubble. Have you played Song of Creation recently? No. Actually, I haven't. Forgot that deck existed. This would be 50 if this were a Deathrite Shaman stream. God, I wish. I think I just bounced this. I don't have to hear you out. I was already thinking it. I've also heard some chatter about Kethis combo. We lost to Infect. That was our only loss. Just to Infect, which actually blows my mind more than anything else. About how broken their Infect draw was. And about how I played poorly with my Frog, but, you know. That doesn't draw any cards. Is Scepter Chant good against Affinity? They have Sync and Saga. I guess Fatal Push isn't even that bad because I can Fatal Push a turn 1 Pinnacle Emissary. I could see cutting Daze, but I think Narset's still good. I don't think this package is great. Maybe just leave this in. Let's try this. They're gonna bring in Emery. I think Narset's pretty good. I don't know if I want 4 Fatal Push. Maybe 3 Fatal Push is optimal. I think I should leave 1 Daze in. I think I was supposed to cut a Fatal Push and leave it a Daze. I think that was the move. What a good hand. Alright, upkeep, channel 2 runes. Hold up, counterspell, mystical dispute, I think. Control would be the best deck in the format, holy. No Consign against Affinity. I actually don't think Consign's very good against Affinity. I think it's good at tagging Urza Saga, and I don't think it's very good past that. Best game ever made, 10 out of 10. Maybe I shouldn't have gotten rid of the pending. Probably should have kept that there pending, huh? If I could turn one Cap Cannon here, it's not gonna make a difference. But I'm gonna get turn 2 Kappa Cannoneered. I'm gonna get turn 1 Kappa. So fun, man. So fun. So much counterplay. I mean, the counterplay is just like Solitude this. Now, where the fuck were you? Huh? You're making me look bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Well, it's not looking good. Stupid Solitude, you're making me look bad. Old man yells at robots. I think you die before anything happens. Did they just draw a second Kappa Cannon there? Is that why they're leaving up 2 drones? Oh my god. I'm bad with our trouble, I'm bad fury, I'm bad violent uppers. Hey, but you know what? Deathrite Shaman is too good for modern chat. My god, God forbid I have a Deathrite Shaman out right now. Holy Jeebus. Deathrite Shaman just would have been the end all be all here, wouldn't it? Alright, out 1 Fatal Push in 1 Day's Enduring. Good mana. We have a Solitude in this hand. My mono blue deck rides again. Off into the sunset. They mulligan. His Orange Chant good against the Warp Dude. I guess on the play. Carried you like the Giga Chat he is. I'm gonna die with his hand chat, but I'm gonna keep it. Here I go dying again. Remember me. I reading all that? Yeah, that's a lot. And it's all caps too, so it's like kind of hard to read. I'm out. Yeah, I think Solitude's better. So I don't have to deal with it coming back on the warp either. Tap land, okay. Hate, let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.44 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex period. The word hate was engraved on each nano angstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles of not equal 1 billionth of the hate I feel for Titan and Kappa Cannoneer at this micro instant. Hate. I like the complex period. Ooh. Oh, you mean fill my complex. Okay, I understand now. What's the current best constructed format? You're looking at it. by Narset. Really? Yeah. Modern is, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. Modern is the most diverse, balanced format in Magic right now. I haven't played New Standard, I'm gonna be honest. I have not played Standard post ban list. So maybe it's Standard, but before the ban list, 100% Modern. Oh my god, I'm gonna throw up. Modern's ass. Don't play this format. This format sucks. I don't get to cast my spells. I don't get to play the goddamn game. What the fuck? This format's terrible. Holy shit. Don't play it. Go play like Popper. Popper blows. Probably better than, at least you can cast spells in Popper. No, we don't die to Construct. This is on chapter 1. So you're saying there's a chance. Got the Isle draw. Popper sucks. Uncultured swine. I spit at thee, uncultured swine. Why aren't we playing Narset? This chat used to put effort into Rage Bait. Let me tell you. We were once a society, a community that put effort into our Rage Bait. But we've fallen from grace, chat. They banned High Tide, though. Which makes me sad, because High Tide was the only cool Popper deck, in my opinion. But I also haven't looked at Popper in a while. I saw that the Elves deck's apparently pretty good. Finally, Elves are relevant in the format. I wish that was Rage Bait. I'm just an idiot who replaced all the moon effects in my mind with Harbinger. I just call anything like that Rage Bait nowadays. You have matured too much for the Rage Bait. I don't know. People still get me. I'm not gonna lie. Chat still comes up with some pretty banging Rage Bait from time to time. Like the other day when Dial said, when I tapped my only black source for a Thoughtseize, he said, "Nice tapping, idiot." Because I couldn't cast the other black spell in my hand. That was fun. I'm pretty sure our timeline for December is gonna look like we do normal streams for the first week of December. I go play Riftbound at Ohio on December 6th, and then when I come back from Ohio, we're just gonna start the subathon. I'm ready to go through hell again. The one main board subtlety. Fun fact: they don't have subtlety. 0.5 seconds later, subtlety's on the stack. Yeah, I think in December I'm gonna pop up there, Thrawn. I'm gonna show up for a weekend, play some Riftbound. No, I didn't get tickets to Houston. It would be maybe I should just play Scepter here. I didn't get tickets to Houston because I forgot to register for Houston for 7 hours, and then because I forgot to register for Houston for 7 hours, they completely sold out. So I joined the wait list. I wasn't even one of the first 250 on the wait list, so I didn't get tickets to Houston. So instead, I'm gonna go to Ohio and play a 1K over there or something, 2K. I don't remember. Some relatively big Riftbound tournament over in Ohio. Apex Gaming, baby. And also get to dap up all the homies while I'm over there. I totally forgot. I was supposed to sign up for Houston, and then 7 hours went by, and I was like, wait, I'm supposed to do something, right? Yeah, they're gonna stream it, they said. Push fatale. I wonder if I'm supposed to Icy Crown Scepter Fatal Push. Sold out in 1 to 7 hours. Apparently, the Riftbound one sold out in like 20 minutes. Think Rad's gonna pull a Nintendo, start copyrighting everybody. No streaming our game. We get a percentage or a portion of your funds for streaming our game because it's our intellectual property. Okay, Nintendo. My bad. I won't advertise for free for you. Never again. I'm pretty sure I should just kill this Johnny with the trigger on the stack. I mean, it seems like with what happened in the 2xKO community, people were allowed to make tournaments and stream tournaments, and I don't think it's going to happen. Do we know the next modern RC will be after the Vegas one coming up? I think the next 2 seasons of RCs are both standard, right? Sign the slip. Sign the slip, Boros Energy. You ain't cut out for this. Bum, 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 bum. We're gonna be here for a while, chat. We're here for a long time and not a good time. So I can guess my Narset now. Spend the champ for my hand this turn. Kinda wanna find Teferi. Narset, no. Oh. Don't want a second Scepter. I don't think they have it out to the first one. Probably not. I think I just take the other Orange Chant, though. Does this deck have an out chat? I can't even think of one. Not in the main deck. Real clock hours. Random March. I really had nothing. Maybe Teferi's not that good. Also, German Days Undoing. I think I want at least 2 Force Negations for Blood Moon. Maybe I want a 3rd Force Negation for Blood Moon. I think the Scepter Chant stuff is good here. But then I guess if I don't have Teferi, my deck it gets a little bit worse. Maybe I do want 8 Teferi at least. But I don't have to cut. All these cards are good. Maybe I trim a Counterspell. I think I just want 8 Teferi. No more than 8 Teferi. I can also trim a Chant. I think I want all the board sweepers. The only thing the board sweepers are bad against is Goblin Bombardment. But Wrath is still good against Goblin Bombardment. So I could see maybe trimming a Verdict, but I think Verdict is just too powerful. This league actually hasn't taken forever. I thought this league was going to take way longer. Oh, I thought Thraben Charm was my out. Reed's Thraben Charm. Oh, it's not my out. Understood him. I've never seen this first main phase button until now, and it really tripped me out. Ragavan. You can have my orange champ. Take it. Take it. Where do you buy Riftbound cards from? I've been buying mine at Frank and Sons. But local game stores is a good place too. How's this deck been? Well, we 4-1'd with Necro. I don't know if you saw that. We lost to Infect. Freaking Infect. We beat Jeskai Blink 3 times, and we lost to Infect. The deck seems really good against Jeskai Blink. This deck's been okay. We should have lost to Titan round 1, but they timed out. And then we lost to Affinity Blood Mooning us. I didn't just lose to Infect. I got absolutely rolled by Infect. That Necro deck has a good Titan matchup. I think that deck might actually be pretty good. Exclamation mark Dex with an S. It'll take you to my flex slot page. No, Oishi. It's not what I said. I didn't do this in pass. They replayed in Vegas. Gosh dang it, Makubi. Alright, chat. In fact, that Vegas confirmed. So we'll just have it be a Dono deck, if that's fine, Abyssal. Do a little Dono, drop the link, and I can play first thing tomorrow. Guide O Souls. First time Decker. That's a good emote. I have no energy. That's gonna make me re-sign into 7 TV. There we go. First time Decker. Added. Into Guide of Souls. The only thing you changed with the control list after some games, I'm going to register Blue White X for the RC, but I'm waffling between builds. I don't think I would play Fatal Push. These, like, the mana base has been a lot worse with Fatal Push. All these Secret Lair cards just suck. I like the Secret Lair that dropped this morning that had Expressive Iteration and Force of Vigor and Preordain in it. I think that was a pretty good Secret Lair. I could save my Narset here, but I don't think I care about it. And that's where you're wrong. I don't have self-respect. But I also don't care for Path to Exile that much. I'm never going to use Force of Vigor. Wait, can I live? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll go to 2. Okay. Well, don't forget your promise to me that you're gonna start playing good modern decks beginning 2026. Don't forget. I did say that, but if I do shit with them, then what? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Alright, we're gonna stay the course. We're gonna do this for the rest of the time until I draw an instant speed answer to Icecrown Scepter. What if you do bad with good modern decks? Then you'll be just like the rest of us. What's the difference? Instead of doing bad with bad modern decks, you could do bad with good modern decks. If they chant my chant, they could actually chant in response to my scepter. Narceti. But I must be having so much fun. We're here for a long time and not a good time. Are you having a good time, chat? Okay, I'm getting my blanket. It's time to get cozy. We're gonna be here for a while. A lovely deck to go to bed to. Yes, quite. Quite a lovely evening for a little bit of control. Lo-fi orange chant to fall asleep to. Narset filters through win cons. Who said we need a win con? I found my win con. Woo-wee. Anyway, I want the Days Undoing. Probably not. 4 hours and 6 minutes, and we're still on the first league. Yeah, the first league. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired playing control. This isn't stimulating enough for me. My Zoomer ADHD brain can't take this. Be sure to finish your matches before whatever the league ends. November 18th, 10 a.m. Jet Ski Blink. I think we're supposed to have a good Blink matchup. I usually like slow decks, but this one feels very boring. Oh, that's because it is very boring. Don't worry, it doesn't feel very boring. It is very boring. I would like to play Teferi. The dog. I think my Teferi's gonna die. It's either Flage or they try to stick their own Teferi, maybe. If they try to stick their own Teferi, they're gonna get forced. And they probably just lost the game. The dog. Dog looks so embarrassing when you have to main phase it. What's the dog doing getting exiled? Didn't go great. Thank you for the follow. Apparently my alerts are working again. I think I'm supposed to chant here. Timmy, thank you for the follow for the 80th time. Who has the best rage bait in chat usually? That's close. I mean, TZ's up there. Old Snap Bolt, of course. Timmy's pretty high up there. Dial's pretty high up there. Zajad and Mug and Overvoltage will get me every once in a while. Chat, we played around this. Yeah, so that way, the reason to chant here was to play around the Flage. Oh, and how could I forget? How could I forget my most critically acclaimed Rage Blader, Zeriok? Let's not forget about Zeriok. I don't know what I would do without Zeriok. Probably have like a sane, mental, stable life. He's just a chill guy, you know? Oh yeah, well I mean Nezuko, like your rage bait just turns into like golden copy pastas. So your rage bait's acceptable. This card's consigned to memory. I guess they drew a prismatic ending. Watching this gameplay ain't it. It's the gameplay we deserve. Yeah, I'm supposed to counter this. Do I counter this, chat? Do I counter this? They attack Solitude at Teferi, then maybe they escape Flage, and I get the Solitude the Flage. I think I'm gonna counter this. I also have Verdict up too. What the dog do though? I guess I could also just Verdict this. And if I Verdict this, Then they have to escape Flage. They attack it. Solitude. I still have the Teferi. I don't know. Better yet, they dash Ragavan? Yay! Nobody ever asked how the dog doing. Only what the dog doing. Keep on ticking up, Teferi. We're one chant away from greatness. You and I. Fabale. Flage. Sir, is that Japanese? Kono Gameu. Gameplay? You're talking about my gameplay? Koska. God, dude. Yeri Anka? No, I think I'm missing one of those letters. Man, I'm freaking rusty. I think this is talking about my gameplay, though. I think I'll let this happen. Something about gameplay and aliens, I think. Kind of hard to decipher. This gameplay is exactly why aliens decided our planet wasn't worth visiting. Oh, so it did say alien. So wait, I got it right. I was like, Arian. I was like, what does that mean? Oh, it's alien. I need a chant. Well, that's not a chant. We switch to lantern for some excitement. Yeah. No. Does not use Fable. A coward's move. No, Might Teferi. After all that time, chat, they finally killed my Teferi. Most of modern Japanese seem super racist to say, but it turns out that's actually how you say it. It's foreign words that aren't natively inherent to Japanese language that sound racist to say. Because when Japan borrows words, they put them in katakana, and it pretty much is just like you spell it out like it was English, but they don't have L's in their alphabet, so they use R's instead of L's. What do I do? I may need that land. Is it because you took all the others? Oh my god, Fuma, I'm about to freaking make you a millionaire, dude. I'm about to make you a millionaire, man. I think I run out this Narset also. Can we talk about how shitty these fatal pushes are? They're only shitty because they're not good. Yeah, I think we're on the same page. Hey, Dingo, are we still making that Harlem Shake video after stream? Or are you too tired? Wow. You just sent me back like 10 years in time. Thanks a lot. 15. Minotaur's gonna die anyways. I think this is fine. Although if I push the Flage, they can just cast another Flage. I'm pretty sure I'm just supposed to kill his reflection. Isn't that good for us? Maybe? Should love to have blue black. Hey, right. Oh, now I think I'm just casting this chant. Needed a chant first to make sure the scepter resolved. I'm explode, bro. That's it. I'm exploding. Infinite pushes, though. We're gonna die to this clock. They're at 35. Yeah, probably. Sure. Where's my Riddler? Just a simple 5 attacks with all the Storm Giants will get it done. I mean, that's kind of sweet. I counted this. They're gonna cast Riddler. They're gonna march this. Alright, now we're setting the day's undoing. Here it is. Not quite. I like how LA's Louisiana and not Los Angeles. How you, buddy? Louisiana, by the way. LA time. We could be neighbors. Okay. What was that? I'm so confused. Hey, another Narset. They're gonna get us with a rebound. They could put a card in their graveyard. I mean, if they just traded the Ragavan, they could put a card in their graveyard anyways. So I'm just confused. Stop using logic and reason. Roger. They did leave it in exile. What's going on? I don't understand. Okay, so I could loot with Gaia Reach and then Fatal Push this thing. If I lose my Narset. I think it's worth it, because I get to counterspell their Riddler. By these people, we mean Dingo. What the? We have 2 days undoing. We win these, chat, by the way. We win these. Eventually, we win these. God, I love game actions. God, I hate the fairy. Decide if I want to chant also. So I don't cast the Riddler from Warp. I think I'm gonna deck out. Luckily, it's pretty quick to deal with you guys, chat. Just an outrage. Stay mad forever. Don't let Dingo play this deck at the RC. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I play in a timely manner. Do we trophy with Necro? No, we lost the Infect. Second dog. You lost the matchup where your life doesn't matter? Yeah, they killed me real fast. They killed me really, really fast. Oh boy, let me tell you. This is miserable, bunny. I drew a Riddler. I'm actually gonna deck out. Can you stop? I guess we do have another Days Undoing somewhere. So we're not going to deck out. It's a very... Okay. They have 28 cards exiled, so they have 12 cards left in their deck. This is amazing. This RC is so freaking cooked, chat. I hope you bring something to do between rounds because this is going to be every single round forever for the rest of the time, always. Hope you brought Riftbound. You're going to have a lot of time to play Riftbound between rounds. You're going to crash out. Not before I do. Fails to find. Looks inward. Fails. Woo-wee! She. And that's how you play control, chat. Turn 24. And they say Modern's a turn 3 format. Modern's a turn 4 format. How about Modern's a turn 2 4 format? How about that, huh? I don't want to play this anymore. Can we go play Storm? Or like anything else? He's had enough? Yeah, I have. Forget my opponent having enough. I've had enough. I don't actually think the Scepter's that good. They're gonna have March also. They do a lot of answers to Scepter chant. Yeah, we saw March game 1. They exiled my Scepter. The APM has increased from our opponent as well. Avatars on Magic Online starting tomorrow. I'd probably be Ragless, but it's hard to say. They have Consign. Please consign the Evoke trigger. How many cards would you spend to kill a Ragavan? This many cards. this many cards. They're about to play the Teferi of their own, aren't they? Mad. Alright, I've lost this game. Are you having fun? I think so. I need them not to top deck this land, though. That'd been swell. Waffo, you grew hair. You've returned. I missed your lush, soothing voice. And your I think we have to say no comments. Big fan, Waffo. Hey, you want a mystical dispute back? Go for it. I'll pay. Yeah, I'll pay. Now I said days I'm doing right here, chat. No, you suck. Oh no, the Kahira. No, the Kahira. I forgot about you. My orphan guard. Who's gonna guard the orphans now? I'm pretty much just dead to this flage, I'm gonna be honest. I have 2 copies. Rev up the AI boys. For strict serenading. Alright. Game 3. Maybe I have to leave him pending for Teferi. So annoying. Very inconvenient. What happened to our turn 2-4 format? I got bad news. Reveal Kahira. I think this is a mulligan. Force Engagement's not that bad, though. Counterspell's kind of bad. Scepter's a lock if we have Teferi still. I think I was supposed to put back Force Negation and keep Counterspell. I think I messed up. I could pending that, maybe. I think it's safer just to force it, though. That worked out. I'm thinking Infect. Infect was kind of nasty against us. Mystical Dispute's gonna be real bad over time. Edge. Edge. So I've hit Narset into Supreme Verdict for next turn. Assuming I have to counter stuff this turn. I'm down to 1 chant. I should just taking Days Undoing. Just try to jam Days Undoing. Or 7, 9, 11. Wow. Okay. Turn 7 format. What happened to turn 24? Just died. That's the blue-white control 5-0. Maybe I'd leave him more chance.
Have you peaked? Bing bong, bing bong, bing bing bong. Have you peaked?
You're a third-rate duelist.
I can't take it anymore.